Hello. So I am on a virtual machine here running Hyper-V, and normally if you use, for example, VMware, you need to install some VMware tools into the guest operating system, and Hyper-V doesn't really have that thing or the same thing. What it kind of has. If you go to, it's called Linux Integration Services, but you can download this. But this is actually, if you check support for it, it's actually more for like Red Hat and CentOS. And I actually checked the supported Ubuntu virtual machines, and if I scroll down, you get a bunch of things here. It says the Ubuntu LTS release has the virtual hardware enabled, or the hardware enabled kernel, and you sort of need to update that. But I am actually running 16.10, so I actually need to scroll down a little bit. Let's see where it was, over here. So on Ubuntu 16.10, they have a separate installer package. So what you need to do is to type this in the terminal. And for some reason I can't really copy things, but I put links in the video description so you can actually type this yourself, copy or paste or whatever you do. So that's kind of the thing that you do. You just open terminal and just type all that in, and it will install some stuff. So that's one thing. And I also, for example, notice that the resolution, if I go, you can actually see here that I'm actually running 16.10 here. But if I want to change the resolution, I go to displays. Right now I can't change the resolution for some reason, but there is a way, and I think you need to install these integrated services first and then reboot the virtual machine, and then you go into terminal, and what you need to do is to I put this in the video descriptions as well, the commands. So what you do is sudo nano etc or etc as some people call it, default, and grub. You need to change the bootloader, and you need to edit this bootloader file, and just use your mouse here and go down to this line where it says cmd line Linux default, and I already added this. Normally it just says quiet splash, and what you need to add is this space and video equals Hyper-V FP, and then the resolution, and the maximum resolution is 1920 by 1080. But that's sort of the inside. You have to consider all these bars as well. So on my 1920 by 1200 monitor, I can set it to what was it, 1360. Let's see, I actually forgot that. Yeah, 1680 by 1050. But you might have to select a smaller resolution here. But 1680 by 1050 works just fine on my monitor. But right now I'm just running 1920 by 1080. But you can actually change this. For example, was it 1366 by 768? And now you need to save this, and you have some options. You see write out, and this sign means that it's Control O to kind of save, and file name to write, yes, and you just press enter, and it's now saved. You see it's wrote 34 lines. And to exit this, you just press Control X, and now you need to restart grub. So you press sudo update or update-grub, and when that's done, you can close this window, and now you actually need to reboot your virtual machine. And now it should have a different resolution. It doesn't look that way really. I didn't really do that much of a change on the resolution perhaps. But if I go into system settings here and displays, yeah, it now shows 1366 by 768. So yeah, that's kind of how you have to change the resolution, but you only need to do it once basically. So yeah, that's how you kind of change the resolution on the Hyper-V virtual machine. The downside is that with Hyper-V and Linux like this is that you don't get any sound. Yeah, it shows up sound like this, but if I actually play a video on YouTube or anything, you won't get any sound, which is kind of annoying because I was thinking of running Ubuntu on this virtual machine for testing and stuff and as a daily basis, but if you don't have any sound, it's kind of annoying. But otherwise, I just use this for some tutorials and stuff. So yeah, that's how you actually change the resolution on Ubuntu and install the Linux integrated services first and reboot everything, the machine. So yeah, that's it for now. So see you later.